you know, the good news is it's one game. It's not a month, it's one game. So
Right.
and that's really how we're approaching this whole thing. We got just find a way here for 60 months.
Is this sickness? Is it serious? I mean, more
I
likely
don't
to
think
let
so.
on
No,
in there.
no, I don't think so. As I said, I mean, we usually go through in the fall, and we did this year, like always, where it starts going around campus, and you get 4 or 5 guys show up with it. But this is one isolated case, and then we had another guy. But I was just happy it resolved quickly, because sometimes those can be a little tricky. But it looks like it's pretty innocuous.
Are you kind of keeping the starting running back thing secret to kind of keep those guys on edge, or is it really that you don't know?
No, I also don't want to make them nervous, I guess. Probably more than anything, the younger guys.
They're going to be nervous.
I'm serious, yeah. We just got to get them through the first couple of minutes. Yeah, Jordan has played. They both have been on the field, but you know, first-year guys tend to rise and fall a little bit. But they're practicing well, so they should be fine. They should be fine.
Do you second guess yourself now about not playing Jordan more earlier?
Well, you know, we were going to play Jordan, and then had that hamstring issue. I think it was
right.
Indiana.
Yeah.
So kind of, you know, that's when we're getting ready to put our foot on the gas with him, and you know, it's like everything else, best laid plans. So you know, he'll be fine. He's been practicing well. Both guys have, and Damon's been practicing well too. And then Brad will give us some stability, and Jason's a guy we depend on and count on. So I think we'll be fine.
The question pertaining to the Pac-12, were you in favor of it? I don't think you ever.
I don't think it ever got to our
said
level. You know,
Okay.
I've heard about it. You know, Gary's kept me abreast of discussion about it, but yeah, this is more, as I recall, more so during the fall. I think that, you know, kind of became a topic, and yeah, I fully understand it. One thing that has been an issue, as you guys are all aware, is the scheduling non-league games. You know, it's a real issue for everybody, and you probably know more than I do. I don't know if we're still talking about 9 games plus a Pac-10 game, or is this okay? So this is a swap out for that 9th game, which I think does make sense, because I think that 9th game, I was not in favor of that only because I thought it gave a competitive advantage to the teams with 5 home games.
It's a coach killer.
Do you see yourself getting?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's
Do
not
you
good.
see yourself possibly getting paired with, since you've had a little bit of a history with the Arizona teams?
Yeah, and again, you probably know more than I. You know, I just glimpsed at it yesterday. I really wasn't that interested, but is that what they're talking about? A pairing or
No,
just
all the
working through
mechanics
league?
aren't quite there yet. I don't think.
Yeah, the only downside for me is that, you know, just playing those night games on the West Coast, you get back to Iowa at 6 in the morning.
Right.
You know, it's not much fun.
Would
So
you have scheduled any more?
I just hope we can get them at 11 o'clock when they come to our place. You know, which that's only fair. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Would you have scheduled any more Pac-12 games?
Me personally, I was not in favor of it only because you know, our preference would be to go somewhere where we're more apt to recruit, and we don't recruit the West Coast. It's not prominent in our thinking. So, in a perfect world, if you can play someone who is in a geographic area, you practice or recruit a little bit, that makes more sense. It's more of an advantage.
How did those games?
And my preference too is Eastern time zone or Central time zone. You know, but you can't have it all.
How did those games with Arizona State and Arizona ever come about? What was the
They
thinking
were here when
there?
I got here, so I'm guessing. I don't want to speak for whoever made the decision, but I'm guessing just because of all the Iowans that live here. That part I got. You know, we played down here in the '80s. You know, played in Tucson a couple times, and you had a lot of Iowans there, so that made sense. You know, and I understand that. It's great for the fans, not great for the coaches or players. That's the downside. So.
One more question.
Yeah.
Any epiphanies on the suspended guys between
No,
now
I
and
mean,
yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if there's something to announce, or you know, we'll announce it, and you know, until that time, we're just gonna lay low on that one, and you know, try to play this game.
You're doing something with the Hawkeye Wrestling Club in a few weeks. Some sort
Yeah,
of
yeah. How do you say no to those guys? I don't want to get pinned. Have them break my arm or dislocate my shoulder. So I'm a huge fan, obviously, of the. Yeah, is that the 28th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got to get something scheduled there. I guess I'm finding some way to.
It could be cold.
I think it involves cold water, if I remember correctly. They caught me in a weak moment. But you know, how do you say no to those guys?
Okay, thanks, guys.